Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive to keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. First down here for this offense. Hand off to the single back. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, that one cost him. He's just trying to get something started here early in the game, trying to take a chance, but it backfires. The defense in great position to come up with that interception.
Defensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second down after that previous play. And the question to the tight end. And he'll be brought down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. Quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The Sooners are going to cash in this red zone trip. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Right down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense. Looks
like the returner will try and field this one. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
That completion makes it second and medium. Ball handed off. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. And they pick up the first on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yards on the play.
Well, that's a great example of a defense selling out to stop a third down and short. At 3rd and 2, looks like they put everybody up near the line of scrimmage, and when the back got free, he's able to go and pick up huge yards because there's no safeties back there to slow him down.
Catch made on the left side. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Good job up front here by this offensive line to protect the Michigan State quarterback and give him time to make an accurate throw for the first down. And boy, over the years, especially recently, they have had great quarterback play. Connor Cook, 3 years of starting, outstanding performances by his Michigan State offenses. Kirk Cousins, we saw what he could do when he was at East Lansing and the job he's now doing in the NFL. Even going back to Drew Stanton, who's more of a dual threat guy. Spartans have had really good quarterback play.
Going again on 2nd and 10. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1. And the Spartans looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Second down and goal upcoming. And they're trying to punch it in here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
Goal. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Michigan State. That the long drive. That's why this team made it in the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. offense is back on the field. Last possession produced a field goal. No doubt they're thinking touchdown this time. Running back grabs it on a screen. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. So the screen on first down is snuffed out nicely, and now they're behind the sticks here.
Yeah, the offense tried to fool this defense by going the screen on first down, but give the defense all the credit in the world. They're not fooled at all. Read that perfectly, able to chase that down for a loss.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. And he drops back in the gun. He'll take a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. He hands it off from the gun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Keeping it on the ground here. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down mark.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. And here's the handoff. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. The Sooners will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And the Sooners will look to convert here on 4th down. 4th down, he's throwing for it. It's a highlight reel diving catch there. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
The Sooners pick up enough for a 1st down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play and support.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
8th play of the drive coming up. Quite a long way to go on third down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Here's a target, and it's complete. And they pick up the first down at the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
Boy, this is every defense's worst nightmare. They have everything covered downfield. The quarterback just has given up on the play, checks it down to the back, and instead of rallying to the football to keep him short of the first down, he is so elusive, he picks up first down yards.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And they bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
The Sooners line up with a 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. So with playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get the touchdown.
The ball for the fair catch here. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Looks to the left. Pass caught. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Spartans. It was a foot race and he won it.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers and those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Sooners offense is back on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. There's the handoff. They've got.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Important second down play coming up. Testing the right side here. And the Sooners pick up enough for a first down here.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. But anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that one.
Bringing pressure. There's contact on the throw, and is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
Off the play fake on first down. He lets it go on the move. This guy's man open downfield. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. He's looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. When the tackle is made, this screen pass there produces a solid gain.
Now, the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They're going to run it here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Running play called on third and short. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down.
Just not a lot of room there on the RPO on third down for the offense. Give the defense a lot of credit. They sat back initially, and then they overcommitted to stop that running game, and it worked out.
And the Spartans will come to the line on fourth down, looking to keep the drive going. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. And they will trot out the field goal team here. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. And it's good right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So they settled for 3 here, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Going the other way, can they catch him? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Scrambling around now, looking downfield. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body. Finds room at the 30. Can he take it all the way? Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And this playoff game is suddenly tied, Kirk, on, of all things, a defensive touchdown.
Well, you look around the stadium, a bid to get to the national championship on the line, and the momentum switches from one direction to the other. Not just a turnover, but a turnover and a score. All of a sudden, we got a new game.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And it's fielded. Sort of trying to make something happen. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final?
Adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Spartans will kick it away to get us going in the second half. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
This is an example of the quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Here's the 2nd down play. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. And looking to throw now on first down. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Boy, what a great job of getting to this quarterback by this defensive lineman. And Chris, you think back over the years, Michigan State, always a tough defense with an attitude, right? And individually, Julian Peterson, Shalik Calhoun, Terrell Worthy, Malik McDowell. What a great tradition. And today, he's living up to that.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Makes a spectacular diving catch.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. And how about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Can he get there on the ground? Gets some space around the 30. Physical run breaks through a tackle. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they go in front here in the second half.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if his defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Went after, up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Bringing it out. It's McMillan. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Lets it go quickly. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And the Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And the Spartans with first and 10 here. Handoff here from the shotgun. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Sparty.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Running out of time in the pocket. Locates the tight end. It's complete. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
But when they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Now, a good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
The ball is caught. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Another Oklahoma receiver making a big-time play for this offense. And it just seems like over the years, so many big-time, dynamic receivers have come to Norman. Integral piece of this offense, and they get you the yards you need.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap. He's looking to throw. It's an out route. The catch made. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's hit as he throws it. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Michigan State. And the defense adds 6 for the interception return.
Just a tough spot to be as a quarterback. He feels the pressure. He wants to get rid of the ball. You can see what can happen when the pressure gets to that quarterback right in his face. The ball is up in the air. The defense is able to come down with it, not only for an interception, but they get a touchdown themselves.
PAT puts them in front by 7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Bringing it out. It's Brown. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Looking downfield. Catch is made down the middle. He stopped, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Chris, I kind of feel like a coach right now because I'm always wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, all you're ever taught, all you hear about is don't let them cross your face. If they want to go to the outside, it's okay. But inside, no. Can't have that happen, and it costs them.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally,
guys, make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking to throw it again. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense is really threatening now.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. An inside give now for the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
With defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Catch made on the left side. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the Sooners will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. First down. We're going to throw the football. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. What a weapon for this offense. A quarterback who can flash the speed and finish a touchdown drive just like that.
Think about being the defensive coordinator. You've got everything covered. You make the right call. And all of a sudden, this guy is so athletic and so gifted with his ability to improv, you can't contain him. You better come up with another scheme. You better put 2 or 3 defenders on this quarterback.
Now they get set to kick it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Returner tackled right there. That's what will start the drive. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run here, taking a deep shot. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They'll run it here. And tackled after a small pickup there.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back's got it again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down and the crowd really getting into it. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Tackled there by the defense. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Quarterback drops back. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter. Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Trying to create here on the move. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket now. The defense gets him, but it's a 1st down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
Slides to avoid the big hit.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. He steps out of bounds. A heads-up play to stop the clock.
Hey, you're trailing late in a game like this. You're looking to get the ball thrown to the outside on the perimeter, make a nice catch, pick up positive yards, and then get out of bounds. If that defense is going to give it to you, take it every time.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looking to scramble. Looks like he's going to run it. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
And 1st down, they go right back to him. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quick throw to the left side. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Great chance for the offense to tie the game. First and goal. And the defense will stop the clock with a timeout here. 25 seconds remaining. Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the fourth quarter. It's first and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Spartans.
What a touchdown here to pull them within one with under a minute to go. Conventional wisdom says you kick the extra point and you rely on your defense to send this game to overtime. But you could go for two to try to take the lead.
And now the crucial try for the extra point. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll take a knee here, not wanting to spend time on a return. They'll start at the 25. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. How will they play this? They've got some work to do to get into field goal range, but how aggressive will this play calling be? Looking to scramble now. Slides down to avoid the tackle. The offense spends a timeout here. There are 16 seconds remaining.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in the fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space and lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Look out, he's got some space. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job. Somebody reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. Ball spotted at the 32, so a chance to win the game from 49 yards out. It's good. This playoff run continues with a kick for the ages. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation.